Why do you want putrefied lamb meat?
For my spells.
You're doing spells.
Yes. I bought a book of spells, and I've dove headfirst into the world of spells.
What is the word? Wizardry?
What'd you say?
Or witchery?
Witchery.
Witchery.
Yes.
So you're a witch, a
Yes.
male witch.
There's not a lot of them.
A
so
Mitch.
I figured, I'm the world's first Mitch. I figured that I have a real possibility here to break new grounds. Break the glass ceiling for male witches.
So you're going to break new grounds, plural, as well as the glass ceiling for male witches,
I'm
Mitches.
breaking a lot of things.
But the butcher is giving you a problem with the
Butcher's
putrid.
giving me a real problem with this putrefied lamb meat that I need for my spell.
What is this spell? Or, is that in a lot of
I'm
spells?
trying to make the mayor sleep longer so that I get the job.
That's
so
the
that
best.
I get the job.
Not even a spell that gives you the job, just a spell
I
that
wanna earn
makes
my
him
position in the
sleep
cabinet.
longer.
Yes.
Who wants this guy in office? He's been sleeping all day.
Exactly. Then I start my campaign. I start my buzz campaign around the neighborhood. Jeez, nothing around here is getting done. It's almost like the mayor sleeps in till like 2. And then I get on the internet, and then I start going. I'm like, hey, has anyone heard a thing about the mayor sleeping in? This is a little bit of a problem. We live in a huge city.
And meanwhile, the mayor just waking up like, God damn it!
Yes.
2 o'clock in the afternoon again.
He's very upset.
You gotta be careful. Do I have mono?
Yeah.
Maybe I have mono.
Yeah. He's very upset. And then they go, there's been a guy mentioning this like a year ago. And then I go, if I was ever in office, I'd be up every day, 10 a.m. Pretty good, 10 a.m. compared to, here's the thing, 10 a.m. not that early, but I like to sleep in. But if the mayor's waking up at 2 p.m., 10 a.m. is looking great.
Yeah, well, nobody really does know how often the mayor sleeps.
Well, by the stuff that's getting done around the city.
Oh, I think it's an all-on-you thing. You sleep when you want. Just get the work you have to get done to get done.
Oh, yeah, nobody
You're
sets
always
the
up.
hours for the mayor.
Yeah. No
Got
one's
meetings.
like, hey, man, mayor 9 to 5. I'm not mayor right now. Call me in
Yes,
6.
that is how it is.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, there you have your work hours where you're mayor, and then when you're off the clock, nothing counts. It's like a police officer.
No.
Both incorrect.
No. The mayor. The mayor's at a restaurant. He's not, and then someone says, Mayor, call in, the Woodman or whatever superhero he's got on call, And he goes, nah, I'm getting my
Woodman.
lunch now.
I don't know, man. I think if you say that to the mayor off hours, then he goes, I'm not mayor, right? I'm just John. So you take this to somebody else, huh?
Well, if I could maybe weigh in on both arguments,
Sure.
Greg was making some fantastic points till the issue that the mayor was being disturbed for was call in Woodman.
Call in Woodman.
This whatever superhero he's got on call. That's your understanding of a mayor, just the conduit to the local superhero.
Yeah, he's the guy who is probably the closest friend.
You're so much smarter than me, and then you start saying stuff, and you realize you're not.
I'd like to bring up something when we get a chance.
Well, I'd say
wanna-
the chances now. Well, why don't I say this?
Say this.
Why don't I say this to say that? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
RDC 2017.
Welcome back.
Mace. That's Mace.
Yeah, Mace. I know what you're talking about.
That's Mace.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Greg's making fish noise with his lips. This is episode 124 of the World Galactic Universal Coastally Famous Rad Dudecast, the RDC, the Rad Duderino Castapino, the cast with the vastest audience that's ever been seen, the Rad Dudecast. My name is Brendan Eyre. I'm here with my illustrious, gustiest, most lustiest co-host. To my right,
Anthony.
Are you trying to make it in show business?
I am not, but it's...
Oh, okay, because if you were, you would say your last name.
Yeah,
Once and for all, I warn you.
No, it's like Pele.
Not like Pele. Pele was the greatest soccer player to ever live. Although
I was pretty good.
I question older athletes.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People are always like, "Oh, the best basketball player of all time."
George
was-
Mikan.
Yeah, and it's like
Is he
I don't,
6'2"?
Yeah.
That was practically a crippled.
Yeah, man. Like I think Pele. This is controversial. I'd say he'd be about the 300 best soccer player in the world right
Agreed.
now. They're just eating so much better. They're faster. They're skinnier.
All that.
They have better shoes.
All that.
Into my left.
Here's the thing. Before we introduce Greg, now you said that. Now, what about presidents and ways of thinking? How is that different from athletes?
That is, well, I mean, and that is almost more
Wait, how is a
easily
president
measurable.
different from an athlete?
No, see, here's the problem here. You told Anthony. I saw your eyes just looking at stuff. You caught on to the very last part of that and thought you scored an easy answer. Well, that's simple, my friend.
Well, I can help you guys with that. You came in the right place.
You're gonna nip that one in the bud, Hooker.
That falls right into my office.
Man.
And the gentleman answering the hard questions to my left.
Alter Wigdom.
Fine. Again, if neither of you want to make it in
Alter
show
Wigdom.
business, I'm here with Anthony. No last name,
Alter Rebellion.
no way to look him up, and Alter Wignum.
Alter Wignum. Yeah. He sounds like a Soul Guerrero friend.
For the rebellion.
Excuse me, Alter.
sick.
Are you over there, sort of hoarsely whispering about a rebellion?
I'll have to come back to it. I have to voice that a little bit.
Alter Wigman.
Now, as you probably know, we've had some time off. Let me be honest, that was due to me mostly. Greg and Anthony.
I got 2 new impressions, by the way. I'll tell you about them
I
later.
can't wait. Greg and Anthony stepped in. They filled the heat. I went back to Cleveland for quite some time. I had to
Family
get my
issues.
mental ducks in order. Quack, quack. No, I just wanted a long holiday break, and we tried to do stuff over the phone, but let's be honest, we can barely nail the audio.
Yeah.
Just all in person. That's not a indictment of Greg, our sound man. That's an indictment of modern technology.
Right.
You come to me. You want to kill me. You betray me.
Yeah, Alter, are you okay with him?
That's my new impression.
Just a guy
Come
that's
in and out of
always
it.
in sort of the death throes of a final scene of a movie.
You don't
but
know who it is.
Nothing's
You know who it
really
is.
happening.
Yeah.
You don't know who it is. You don't know who it is?
Who?
You don't know who
didn't
that
see
is?
it.
You didn't see it?
What movie?
Rogue One?
I did.
For the rebellion. For the rebellion.
Who was saying that?
Come on,
boy.
come on, man.
Oh, man.
It's not the robot.
Oh,
Chigoso.
yeah. Forrest Whitaker.
Chigoso.
Yeah, what was that about?
Seems like an easy impression to pull off.
I think it's really what gave me the flu.
That guy was Jar Jar Binks all over again.
No,
His
that guy was the best.
That's
No,
what I
his-
said.
he was doing a crazy voice. He was the best at the beginning, and then they come back to it, and I'm going, what the fuck is this voice? This is a joke.
Bulgogi. Eat your bulgogi.
Bulgogi will find out the answers.
Now, if you haven't seen Rogue One, let me just say you don't need to, because you just saw it right here first. Man, we're back. This is our element.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
I got to work on another impression for you guys.
Well, did
off
you think I was
camera.
going to stop talking?
So, we can go back to that president's discussion.
Oh, that's true.
I wouldn't. Let me ask you this.
I also have to bring up this thing.
Okay, go ahead.
That's just crazy to me that Anthony has a single container. It's a very small container
Small
that is
plastic
cylinder with a removable top that stores only one Trident wrapper.
Yeah.
What is that?
For my spell.
He's got one
That's what it's
plastic on his shelf here. He's got one plastic, tiny, dainty little cylinder, as if the type you would keep maybe a purchase of glitter in, and he's just got one used gum wrapper. Not even any gum in
I
there.
use that for mint.
What do you mean you use it for
I
mint?
use it for mint for my spells and my recipes.
You use a gum wrapper.
No, inside I put mint in there. But mint is such a strong... The kind of mint that I get is so strong that it would burst through the container. So I need to put it in a gum wrapper because gum wrappers are bioengineered to keep in very strong smells because gum is one of the stronger smells on the earth.
Let me ask you this. How come I can smell gum right through the wrapper?
That's what I mean. That wrapper's not doing its job.
Question. And this leads me right into my next segment. Gum news. What big flavors
gum news.
are on the
Fun.
horizon for 2017?
Watermelon and headache.
Ooh, go on.
Yeah. Green apple dream.
Yeah, excellent.
Orange. I just lost my leg in a battle, and I'm very numb all over. But I do taste a bit of orange.
And who is that? Icebreakers or what company is?
Icebreaker,
I-
Trident,
They're-
and Stewart.
They're all three coming out with orange. I just lost my leg
Yes.
in a battle, and I am very numb, but I do taste a bit of orange.
Yes, well, because if you guys went to the CES convention in Las Vegas, they're doing all kinds of new things with technology, and they actually do have stuff like that.
May I interrupt? May I interrupt?
Yes, who is this?
Sure.
Just take a guess who this is. I need glasses.
Here.
Yeah, there we go. You can see it better than you'll know.
Oh man, is this Bernard?
It could not be, for I was built by Arnold. Arnold has built me. I think that's pretty good, Bernard, right?
Yeah.
Who's Bernard?
Westworld. I've been working on these the whole break.
Yeah, I do. I don't think
Brandon's been working out.
Saul Guerrera.
What?
Saul Guerrera.
Who's
Jewish.
Saul Guerrera?
Saul Guerrera is the Jewish guy in.
Is that you?
Jen, is that you? Yeah, I lost it.
Oh, I
Somehow
love
I
him.
think I have it a little.
I think you got it. I'm mad because it went to you.
Yeah.
Is that you? I've got
No, it's Bernard.
I've got a new impression that I've been working up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the podcast has taken a month off, because I've been working up impressions.
And
I
which
heard
one you
about
got?
this.
Yeah.
Here's the one you got.
Hello.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Hello, Governor. My name Squawky Pete.
You gotta give me a hand signal when Squawky Pete.
Nah, Squawky.
Squawky.
No,
I'm
Squawky.
giving you all headphones.
Squawky.
Hey, me, Squawky Pete.
Squawky Pete.
Here, check it in.
It's very similar to Sneaky Pete.
Wait, is it Squawky or Squawky?
I heard me, Squawky.
Wait a minute.
Already get a second mutation.
Squawky Pete
Oh.
and a Squawky Pete?
I take the paper napkin out your ears, boy. It's Squawky Pete.
So that's Squawky. Is there also a Squawky
No,
Pete?
no, no. Squawky Pete.
Oh, no.
You heard me the first time. It's me, a Squawky Pete.
Squawky Pete was one of the first hosts here in Rad Dude World.
Yeah, that's right. Me, Squawky Pete. Squawky.
That's Squawky Pete.
Squawky, that's a crook.
He notices alligators. That's all he does. He notices.
That's what he does.
That's a
Squawky, there's another one. Look at the size of that quack.
I think that might
Oh,
be
Squawky.
my favorite character, Squawky Pete, a guy who just notices alligators. That's the depth of him.
Oh, Squawky. Squawky, no alligators over here. Oh, Squawky, but there's one.
I don't know why I think it's so funny.
It's good though.
That's all he does.
He tells you where you can swim and where you can't swim. Don't go there. It's an alligator.
No, you got to make that decision on your own. I just see him.
That's how he sees the world, as alligator full or alligator less, and that's it.
Squawky, not a single gator over here. Squawky, there's another one.
Man, that's so funny. Oh man. Oh, let me say, if anyone is listening to this from This American Life, well, you know, it's different from that
What are you talking about?
because they reran
Oh,
the
they
This
reran
American
it.
Life story. So
Yeah,
we'll
but they're
probably
gonna love
get
this.
Nobody's
more
listening to this.
people who are listening upset.
I will say one thing I've liked. So we've been off since I think December 12th or something. You're checking wires more. You're looking at buttons. That's the sign of a thorough sound engineer. Greg is over here. Every single wire and button we have, he's touched since we began.
I don't know if anyone can hear anything. I don't know.
Mark of a good sound engineer.
Now, I learned a fact.
Yeah.
Wait,
I like-
before we move on.
Oh, yeah, Greg's
Are you
funny.
sweating profusely or is it just me?
Just you.
Fuck. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Fun fact. What were you saying?
Here.
Well,
hang
you
on.
had something you wanted to bring up, but I don't know if it was just your impression.
That was this Trident thing, you know.
Oh, that's right.
Thing.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah, open the window with no screen so all the mosquitoes could come back in, like
I
we
mean,
did
if there's
last year.
mosquitoes in January. Well,
Yeah.
that's a sign of
Did you
global
not see my
warming.
room?
Yeah, you do have a bug net.
There
He's
is-
got a bug net as if he's on holiday in Mozambique, surrounding his bed because Anthony left his window open all last year and there was a mosquito infestation.
We have so many mosquitoes that Tina and I had to buy a mosquito net that we sleep under. This is not a joke. This is a
Not.
real life thing.
Yeah,
We should take a picture of the net for the.
we got to.
for people.
Well, the best is that you had to go through the trouble of buying a mosquito net when he couldn't even go through the trouble of realizing that the reason for the mosquitoes was that his window was open for 2 years.
Well, that's the thing is I think
I've
they
been catching
found
a
their
lot
way
of
in.
flack for this.
Yeah, because I went in your room last year and your window was open for the whole winter, and you were freezing and you didn't know why.
It's true.
A lot of
That
times, the
is-
first thing
and
people
That is
check.
true.
They found their way into the wood or something.
Yeah, they're.
Not termites.
Yep, they're in the woods.
Yeah, they're in the woods.
Ooh, it's oh, it looks like it's real bad, officer. They're in the wood.
They've infiltrated the wood.
The wood. I'm afraid we'll have to sell the house.
Now, interesting fact
Yeah?
that I picked up, and you can ask whatever questions it takes to get you to this answer. I thought this was really interesting, and I will say it surprised me a little bit, but then when I heard the answer, it was not at all surprising.
Oh, great.
Who has been on television the most?
And I can ask any question.
You can't ask who it is.
Okay.
But I can ask any question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty good.
All right.
Now this
Can I
is
go
just
first?
most of all time. You both. This is not a quiz. This is more just
It's a quiz to me.
collaborative.
Oh, great. So we can really put our heads together for this one.
Who am I on the inside?
Something. Alder Mignon.
Alder Wigman.
Yeah, Alder
Saw
Wigman.
Gerrera's friend.
Maybe.
As usual, great 100% participation in this question that I thought would
So
be.
far, the only question you've gotten is who am I pertaining to? Who is the guy that I made up in the beginning?
I meant more the general sense.
Yeah. All right. So
Talking to the mic.
a newscaster. Those
No.
guys are on TV all the time.
Well, here's the thing. Close. He's not technically a newscaster, but he's not far
Dick
removed from that job.
Van Patten.
Okay, you're this close,
Dick Van
and I don't
Patten?
like to. And usually, Anthony's the one who gets treated in this manner. You're very close from being removed from the game. You're very close.
Dick Clark.
Also close.
Who's
that
Dick Van
vein
Patten?
of guy. He's not a guy. Don't.
Dick Van Patten is a guy.
no, Dick
Really?
Van Dyke.
Google Dick Van Patten right now.
Oh, I think he might be.
Yeah?
I
Dick Van
stand
Patten
corrected.
is a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was
stand
either Dick
corrected.
Clark or Dick Van Patten who said, "Don't hate me or you negate me. Don't label me or you negate me." That is from Wayne's World. That is a quote from Wayne's World.
Okay, but let's not get into the Dick Van
he
Patten
was a
argument.
general.
No,
No,
was
that's Patton.
Oh,
And
that's
a-
not Dick Van Patten.
No.
And a patent is something when you have an idea.
damn it. God
they label it
damn
as
it.
your own.
Fuck you. We're
Yeah.
trying to have a question,
All right.
and you're talking about what a patent is.
Uh,
Different
Dick
from a
Van
copyright,
Patten.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, patent. Man, those are
No,
not
no,
as easy
no,
as you think.
No, the guy who's been on TV the most.
Oh, 8 is enough. You ever
That's
see
Dick
8
Van
is enough?
Patten.
That's
Dick
Dick
Van
Van
Patten.
I've never
Fucking
seen 8 is
a
enough.
bunch
It's
of
about a dad
fucking-
who gets a bunch of daughters.
Fuck you.
Gorbachev.
No, fucking
No,
take
Gorbachev.
Jesus Christ. Gorbachev?
Maybe he's got his own
No,
TV.
man.
No,
Oh,
man.
that's true. We don't know about Russian TV.
No,
We don't.
It's only
Yes, is
American
this only-
television.
It's all television, but you better believe we've been on the airwaves for a lot longer than anyone else.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe
But
not.
the volume that they're on the air. Because
Fine,
you go to North
fine,
Korea, they got
fine.
one station. That
Okay,
guy's on there all the
fine.
time.
You include the Russians and the North Koreans.
All right.
But the
All
guy's
right.
still American.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's good to know.
Is it John Wayne? Gacy?
Now, think about
I
who
am.
Think about
could
who's
be
on TV a
the
lot.
most.
Who's on
A
TV a
news
lot?
person.
Bart Simpson. You can tell me he's not.
Well,
that's
that's a
true.
great. That is actually
Yeah,
a great
that's
guess.
that's a good guess.
Now, I don't think Bart Simpson has been on more than this guy, but we're actual humans. But Bart Simpson's a great guess. But I bet this guy's been on more than The Simpsons. Maybe not though, because of how often they're replayed across the world.
Who was that news guy who blew his brains out on TV?
That guy's not been on the TV the most.
Some
the
guy
guy
did
that
that?
commits suicide.
It was-
Yeah,
that was a
he
big-
wasn't
it was
even
a big time.
Yeah, it was
When
big
is
time.
that? This is like 30 years ago?
Well, I think there was a news guy, and there was also the
I'm talking about the
government guy.
government guy, senator guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Right,
Yeah.
his blames right out on TV, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
move.
very
When did
moving.
that
Bold
happen? How
move.
come I don't know about this?
Well,
You don't Google
You don't-
murders,
you gotta
suicides.
stay on top
a
of
lot.
stuff.
I try to stay away from it. A lot of people would watch like all kinds of things on the internet. I keep the parental locks on.
Well, I like to Google embarrassing deaths, wop, wop, and I see all these.
now how do you spell that?
Wop, just the way it's said. Wop, wop. I use
Now-
Siri.
So far, the point total. I did say you were in this together, but so far, Greg's the only one who's made any kind of fucking valid, decent, halfway decent guess with Bart Simpson. So Greg's the leading force.
I
there.
also
What's the show
said
they run all the time? Seinfeld?
Carson Daly.
Now that's a decent guess. This guy would be in the vein of Carson Daly. Similar type of job.
Oh, all right.
Similar type
Ryan
of job.
Seacrest?
No,
No, he's not really.
Did anyone
yeah,
say
I don't
Dick
know.
Van Patten?
I don't. You said that. I don't know who that is.
You would know him if you,
You can
saw
ask
him.
questions, guys. You
Daly.
can
Okay,
ask
let me ask you
questions.
a
Okay, is he a
question.
daytime talk show host?
I wouldn't exactly call it that, but technically, yes.
Is he a newsman?
No, not technically, but close. He's kind of those two things you just asked.
Yeah.
He's kind of a combination of
Oh,
those.
all right.
Dick Clark. I said it already.
Well, yeah, it's not Dick Clark.
No, man. He's a combination newsman, combination...
Closer to a talk show.
Al
Closer to a talk
Roker. No.
No, but now you're getting real fucking
Ooh,
close.
he's a black man.
No.
Who would you say?
He said Al Roker.
A weatherman?
Oh, Al Roker. See, that's a good
Weatherman?
idea.
No.
Fat man.
No.
Guy who was fat and now is skinny.
No.
Well, that's all the things Al Roker is.
Well,
Larry King?
What type of program is Al Roker on?
What news show?
News show.
Local news.
Al Roker's not on the local news.
Really? Good for him.
He's
He's
doing
not on
good.
local news?
No, I
didn't know the whole country knew about Al Roker.
the whole country knows about Al Roker.
Wow, that's something. I'm seriously blown away.
That's what I might
You
go to.
thought
Whenever I get
Al
into a bar,
Roker
I thought-
was your local weatherman.
yes,
that's how you start a conversation with me. I go into a local bar and I just see a quick dame and I go, what do you know about Al Roker? And they go, I love Al Roker. I go, buy me a drink.
you demand the drink.
Buy me a drink, you quick dame.
Get in there.
Yeah, I guess. See, here's what I thought, and I'll be honest with you. I know because I'm wildly attracted to Janice Huff, who is the weather lady. But I thought Al Roker does like Fridays. You know what I mean?
No,
like he
Al
does
Roker's
the bigger night.
national, man.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
What show are they on?
Really?
So far, you've kind of came close to the type of show it is. You haven't quite nailed down the type of show.
Do they have a studio audience?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
What kind of demographic is the show for? Blacks, gays?
Mostly, like I would
piece of
say.
shit.
I would say the biggest demographic is probably suburban mothers. But it's
Steve Harvey.
no, also close.
It's Steve Harvey.
It's got to be Steve
It's
Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Dude,
hasn't-
he's on so many
I know, but
things.
he hasn't been on long enough.
It's Steve.
Oh.
It's not Steve.
He's got to be on a long time, Greg.
Yeah,
You said he wasn't a black person.
I know.
It's Steve Harvey.
No, it's not.
So he's got to be on longer than Steve
First of
Harvey.
all, you haven't even guessed some obvious guesses, which aren't right. But I would have.
Ricky Lake.
No, see, that's a good guess. Ricky
Right.
Lake, or for instance, Oprah Winfrey would have been a phenomenal guess. She's probably
Yeah,
close.
but you said it was a guy, so that's
Yeah,
why I
that's
didn't say
true.
that.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
you haven't even said any of the late night guys, which it's not them, but those
Yeah.
guys on every night for several hours. So
Right.
think this person has to be on longer than that.
Oh,
Longer than a
they've
late
gotta
night
be
show.
on.
Who's that food girl who does food and she was fat but now she's skinny and she's very sweet? Did you have her own talk show?
Rachel Ray?
Yes.
She
Do
wasn't
you
fat.
no? But do you
It's
ever
not a
think
girl.
that Ricky Lake
Rachel
retired
Ray.
and then came back as Rachel Ray to reignite her career?
That's interesting. I've never thought that.
If you were thinking about Googling any naked pictures of Rachel Ray, they don't exist.
I know. I don't know that, but I know that you know that.
Yeah,
I'll say the same about Janice Huff.
yeah.
Yeah. You know who my girl is?
Who's that?
Can't think of her name. Spanish girl. Got close
Oh,
eyes.
yeah, you like that
I
Spanish
love her.
girl.
She's something else.
That'd be great if we could do a double date with that girl you like and I could do Janice Huff.
One thing I would do
Yeah.
before the date is learn her name because she's not going to like it if you just call her that Spanish girl.
Because I have the flu. If I didn't have the flu, I would know
I
it.
think Janice is from Hawaii. She has a lot of pictures on her Instagram in Hawaii. That or she likes to vacation there a lot. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I haven't got all my.
Well, if she's the local
info.
New York weather woman?
I think so, but I think Al does the weekends, the big days.
No, he doesn't. No. As I've told you, he's national. Second of all, if she's the New York weather woman, she lives in New York, not Hawaii.
But she puts a lot of Instagram pictures. Sometimes she's in Hawaii.
So she must enjoy going there.
Yeah, so I don't know. But then some of them, they're older, so I'm like, well, maybe she grew up there.
Okay, let's keep our minds tracked in here.
Okay.
The most person who's been on TV of all time, right?
Yeah.
What are shows in terms of hours that run long every day?
Like a radio show.
A Christian
But it's on
mingle
TV.
shows.
Yes, very much like a radio show, but on TV.
They
What
have,
are those?
They have shows that run more than an hour on TV?
Yes.
Like a telethon. Ooh!
No, it's not a
Yes.
telethon.
Some-
No!
Yes.
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry
Here's
Lewis.
The thing. Here's the thing about a guessing type game.
Yes.
As soon as I say no, you can stop saying yes, we've got it. You know what I mean? Once I say
Yeah,
no,
Brendan, I get it.
incorrect, you don't have to keep saying, yes, it is. It's Steve Harvey. No, it's not. Steve Harvey. But you said he wasn't black. Yeah, it's not him. So,
Yeah, all right. That's pretty good. You bring up a good point there.
I will say that
Who-
Michael Jackson's Thriller video was the most music video played ever of all time.
true. Now,
I don't know.
Here's a clue. And also, I don't like that you found that because it means you're Googling something.
No,
And
I'm
that's
not. I'm Googling the
spirit.
hot chick for my news show, so
Okay.
don't even come at me with that.
Okay, I won't.
See,
now,
that's the thing. I don't know. Like a dance, sometimes people do dance numbers for a long time to try to save the church or something, and they're telling them.
No, that's
telethon person probably
okay,
has
you
it.
nailed it, Anthony. It's a guy doing a dance
Right.
number to save the church. Well, that's the end of that game. Old guys.
Give us a hint.
I'll give you several hints in one.
It's giving us a lot of.
I'll give you several hints, okay?
Already done that.
I'll give you several hints. Don't look at your phone there.
Dick Van Patten.
Here's some solid hints.
Yeah.
A. He's not on TV anymore.
He's dead.
No, he's alive. He's not on TV. He may make an occasional appearance, but for the most part, he's retired.
Okay.
B. He also had quite a career, and this was not his primary function on TV, but he had quite a career as a game show host.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was this guy. I can't think of his name. He
Drew
did Dick
Carey.
Show. He did.
Bob Barker.
No.
No, he did the show. I know what show he did.
What
Quiz
game?
show.
Quiz show.
Not
Alan,
quiz show.
Who's that? Alan.
Match game.
No. He's not. His
Do I know him?
Yes.
You
Oh,
guys
alright.
both know him. He's very famous.
Okay.
He's very famous.
A game show.
But that wasn't his primary thing.
Mark Summers.
No.
Mark Summers wasn't a game show host.
You don't think you think Mark Summers' primary job wasn't game show host?
Yeah,
I
he
said
was
this
a
guy-
comedian.
Oh, he was a comedian before that. But that
I think.
I think game show host was his main thing. This guy, it's not his main thing.
It's not his main
But
thing.
he did a lot of
Chris Hardwick.
No.
Hard
Chris
work is in
Hardwick's
his
too
name.
young. You got to think older.
Older.
Who would have a vast, long career?
Oh, I know it.
Say it.
Regis.
Yeah!
Wow.
Regis! He was on TV every morning for 4 hours.
Right.
For fucking 60 years.
Those are 4-hour shows?
Yeah,
I never
those-
saw it. I thought it was like an hour.
Yeah, Good Morning America and
Oh,
the other
wow.
one.
I thought that was like an hour-long show.
No, those shows run
4
forever.
hours.
They're like 3.5 hours long.
No way.
He was on every morning for 45 years. Before that, he was the sidekick on a late-night show. And then he
Whoa.
hosted Millionaire for years.
Right, right.
Regis has been on TV.
Plus that Fox Sports show.
Yeah, dude, he's done it all.
Yeah.
Regis
And New
is the
Year's.
king of television.
Wow,
Good
yeah.
work. Good work, guys. You got there.
Regis.
I don't.
How does he I always that's one of the things that makes me laugh harder than anything is Conan's impression of Regis.
Yeah.
Conan does an impression of
Oh,
Regis?
it's so funny. You've never seen it?
No.
Hold on. Before you get to that, I've got to address the elephant in the room. Greg, you seem shell-shocked. What's the problem here? You're not believing?
Not a big win. I didn't feel like that was as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Dick Van Patten, that guy put in hard work.
I gotta look this guy up.
Who is Dick Van Patten? What
I'm
hard work?
finding out
Regis has
right
been on
now.
TV more than anyone ever.
Dick Van Patten, that guy was always just walking around like, whoa, my kids are angry. Give me, we get Spaceballs.
I'm in your living room. Oh, Julia's here.
Someone needs the Wi-Fi password.
We just here.
She's here. She texted me.
Someone
you
just sent this under the door. Need Wi-Fi password.
She's like a prisoner.
How'd you get in the house?
What's up?
Did she have keys? How'd you get in the house?
I don't know. She's very crafty. She probably just snuck in.
Did you come through the window?
She might have. She could be very sinuous.
I don't.
Well, you're gonna have to give.
Oh, someone has to
text
write
her
it
the
down.
Wi-Fi password,
You can't
so
just say it on the podcast.
Don't say
I
it
know
on the podcast.
that. I
Oh,
can't
text it to her.
say the
Text it to her.
Wi-Fi.
Text it to her.
Yeah, that's probably the best
yeah.
move.
Oh, okay, that's
I
pretty
don't know why you were getting up.
Yeah.
This isn't the 1400s.
Yeah. This isn't the 1300s.
This isn't the 1200s.
Yeah,
This
basically.
isn't
Righty.
pre-Reg.
I'll tell you this about Regis. Is here's why I don't trust him.
Yeah.
He always is going on about something.
What is he going on about?
I don't know. I don't like him. There's
You don't
something
like
that happens
Reg?
when I hear his name. I feel hurt as if he did something, and I force that on my
you
mind.
really are offset here by this answer. We
You
mentioned
were-
Regis, and Greg is hurt. It looks as if he has a horrible
Well,
headache.
he
I
was-
started getting palpitations. I don't know.
He really wanted it to be Dick Van Patten for some reason.
I don't think that's it. I think
I'm
Regis.
looking
I
him
think
up.
he's got some kind of painful Regis.
You
Did you text Julia the Wi-Fi password?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
know what the funniest thing about this is? I don't even know our Wi-Fi password.
It's
Got
probably if I've known
Good.
anything about your passwords, they're usually something to do with Italian food.
It could be Dick.
It's the first time. So here's Dick Van Patten.
I'm changing my name
This
to
guy.
Greg Van Stone. That's just a bunch of words you're showing me.
That's a great
I
picture.
know who
of
Dick Van Patten is.
Anthony held up his phone, and it's just like a code page
Yeah.
in the Matrix. Here, take a look. That wouldn't surprise me if that was how Anthony saw pictures.
Deciphers of zeros and ones.
Just binary code.
So you have another quiz, or was that the quiz?
Oh, I do also have a quiz. Do you want to go straight into that?
Because that
Does
wasn't even a quiz.
More about Dick Van Patten?
I'd love to know about Dick Van
No.
Patten.
Okay, I'm so furious that Greg still thinks Dick Van Patten's been on TV more than Regis. And I could tell him it till my dying day, he'll believe it. Go ahead. What's this Dick Van Patten?
He was on 8 is Enough.
Yep. He was in Spaceballs.
I got it. I never seen Spaceballs. I've never seen 8 is Enough. 8 is Enough is not the show about a dad who has a bunch of daughters.
No, that's...
And he's like, 8 is enough daughters.
No, that's 8 is enough daughters.
yeah.
And then he had 9, and he killed one. That's the whole show. Is the 8 other daughters trying to decipher how to find their father who killed one of their daughters. So it's 8 is enough daughters.
Fantastic and enlightening biography of Dick Van Patten. You've given me no information other than the information you gave me before.
No, 8 is enough daughters.
We have to write this TV show. Well, it's a show that already exists.
That's
8 is enough daughters.
Wrench in the works.
And this is the one you listen to this. It's about a guy who has 8 daughters, and he has a 9th, and he says 8's enough, and he kills the 9th, and then goes on the run, and then the 8 daughters have to scour the country looking for him to get revenge for their
That's pretty good.
9th
Oh,
daughter.
it's like a reverse Taken.
A reverse Taken.
It's a gotten.
It's a
Yeah. But don't say that too loud, and then people want to name it Gotten, and we don't. We want to name it 8 is enough daughters.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I like
too loud. Also, gotten, not the opposite of taken. It would be given.
Yeah.
Taken, given.
I also think 8 is enough daughters is more of a hook title to lure people in.
Yeah.
Gotten or given.
There's also no such thing as opposites. Do you know that, right? It's just our minds that make constructs. There is no such thing as opposites. Our mind wants to see things that don't exist. It wants to see, what is those things called? Patterns that do not exist. That's why we believe in God. That's why we wear clothes. It's all that reasons. No such thing as patterns. I would just wear a bunch of Band-Aids as clothes. Why not?
This really changed quick from there's no such thing as opposites to clothes. I'll wear Band-Aids.
Just a bunch of Band-Aids. My whole body.
But don't you think clothes have evolved because they're the simplest way? You certainly could cover yourself with Band-Aids, but clothes have evolved. For instance, that shirt, pull it over your head, it's on.
Yeah.
Band-Aids, you get about 600, 700 Band-Aids.
Big Band-Aids.
You're going to have to put them on, then rip it off. It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Clothes have evolved because they're the best
Yeah,
thing to cover
it evolved,
yourself.
but it never, ever even tried Band-Aids. It skipped right over Band-Aids.
Well, because... Yeah, I mean, okay, if you want to use Band-Aids,
So then nobody even knows if
He
it's
brings
good.
up a good point, though, because then if you're already wearing Band-Aids and then you fall down and you get cut, you got a Band-Aid on already. You don't have to go get a new one.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen,
Also, too, it increases your limit for threshold for pain because you're used to ripping these Band-Aids off. By the end of it, you don't even notice it anymore.
Yeah,
go
then
on record?
I'll fight a tiger. I don't care.
I'll go on record right here as saying I'm not arguing with you. If you want to wear Band-Aids as shirts, if you want to give up clothes and wear Band-Aids as clothes,
No, I can't
that's
because
your
society has told me that I can't because of its fucking love of continuity and circular thinking. It's all just cognitive bias bullshit.
I just can't believe at the end of that thought is this Band-Aid suit idea. At the end of whatever that argument is.
All clothes at least should be velcroed in the back so that there's no, layers. You just velcro them on and you're done.
Why?
I agree with that.
No, that's
Why not?
worse.
You're in and out.
Because
Well,
why?
I agree.
In and out. I am in and out. They got holes. I pop it on. It's
No,
on. If
it
I got
takes
Velcro
too
in the
long.
back, I got to worry about that coming off.
I
I don't
rip
like
it
the
off.
noise of Velcro.
Well, that's
So you
'cause
do a
you're-
noiseless
If it's
Velcro.
too loud,
They
you're
make
too
that.
old. That's what I say about my clothes.
Too
What?
loud. He said if it's too loud, you're too old. He feels the way about clothes some people felt about Aerosmith. Now, so listen, a lot of great points made today. If I had to say, I'd say 7, 9 great points. Do you want the quiz? What do you? We have some other stuff to talk about too, but we also have. I made a quiz. But
we should do your quiz. You made the quiz. I feel bad.
okay, now this quiz, we've been on break, right?
Yes.
We've been on break. This quiz, every answer
Yeah.
will contain the word break.
You have this memorized?
Oh, very
What?
exciting.
No, I wrote it down, but I made it up myself. It's
Oh,
all
And
right.
then I do my quiz.
Sure, fine.
Of
whatever
course.
You say.
Anthony, and then
It's all.
that's it. If you want to talk about catchphrases, Andy's catchphrases, and then I do my blank, which is nothing. He has nothing.
Okay. That now. How do you want to buzz in?
I don't know. I'll say a thing I did once.
Okay. So to buzz in, you got to say a thing you did once.
Okay. Great.
Now, keep in mind every answer.
Mm-hmm.
And now, people listening for the first time, you're going to say, "Why are you repeating the rules so often?" Well, I'll tell you why. Because Anthony immediately is going to ask what the rules are again.
You already gave rules?
Yeah. Every answer.
The rules?
Every answer. Because we've been on break.
Uh-huh.
Every answer
So
contains the word break. Now, maybe not.
Can I take a long shot and just say
Can
the
I-
first question,
No.
the answer is Kit
No.
Kat?
can I say
No.
something about my body?
No.
No. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The temperature inside my belly button is so much higher than it is other
of course.
places.
Well, because I'm
you
looking.
ever noticed that?
I'm looking at your belly button right now. It's deeper than the average.
Is it
If-
really?
Yes. If the average
I can
person
get half
w-
a finger in here.
Yeah, that's deep. Your
This
belly
is
button
something.
may come out your back.
I think you might be able to have sex with my belly button.
I could
Like
try.
I could rent it out to weirdos
Oh,
while I do
yeah.
my papers.
Yeah.
I don't know if they call that rent. It's more of a prostitution setup.
That people would be
but-
fucking him as he's doing his papers.
Well, I do my documents.
Yeah, winding up,
You know,
winding down.
Okay.
These
Now,
lonely devils.
question 1: chickens
Uh-huh.
make a major part of this sometimes. Pigs also.
What do we do? What is this about?
Every answer
Uh-huh.
has the word
Oh,
break
it has
in it. in
Bruh!
some form.
I once loved a man who did not love me back.
Ooh, excellent.
Yes. Breakfast.
You got it, baby.
I love
Breakfast.
this.
1 point for Greg. Chickens, they make the eggs. Pigs make the
Oh, and
sausage.
it's break
and
because
the
we
sausage.
went on a break.
Yeah, break.
Sausage.
This is great. I love this.
I'm going to
Now,
plow
this one,
through this
I don't
one.
know if you guys know this particular film, so
No.
we'll see.
Is
This
it
is a
French
movie.
noir?
This is a movie about a kid in Indiana who rides a bike.
A kid in Indiana who rides a bike?
Yep, he also
You know what I watched
he's
the other...
obsessed with the Italian culture.
Amelie.
Incorrect, and you didn't buzz in.
Buzz.
80s movie. Go ahead.
Buzz. One time I masturbated to medical footage. Amelie.
See, here's the thing. I told you, which I believe, I'm almost positive it's Amelie, but I could be wrong. Is it Amelie or Amelie?
I don't watch any bullshit that's not in American.
But besides the fact, I told you it was wrong.
Uh-huh.
That gives you a second shot at life. This happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were trying to throw me off the trail.
that's not what a game show host does. There's no call for throwing anyone off the trail. I'm renowned for trying to make you guys win.
Buzz.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'll just lay under snow sometimes and hope the world takes me as its own. Ball Breakers, Part 2.
No, the movie. See, I thought this was a problem. This
Hang
is
on,
on
I think
me.
I can get it.
This is on me. I don't know
think-
that you guys know this movie, which you got to watch it
It's
later.
a foreign
date.
film?
No, it's American. You got to
It's
watch
a-
it later.
It's a
dates.
kid who rides a bike in
Snowpiercer?
Indiana.
Yeah.
The bike.
I think
oh,
his friend who just go to the highest hill and rode a bike through
yeah.
through the kitchen of someone's
No,
house.
that's my grandpa Jerry. You know that story.
One time I tried to I shaved my pubes, but I used a razor blade. It burned like hell.
A straight razor?
Yes.
Where would you get a straight razor? You cut your
I
dick
just had
off
one.
like that.
There is like a law in America that says don't ever sell you a straight razor. There's your picture.
Well, this is
'Cause
what
they'll
they
put
made
it
the
in yours
law.
being-
Did you really do that, or is that you?
Yeah,
made
I
that
trimmed my pubes with a razor.
But you
It
mean like a
burned
Mach
like
5.
Crazy.
No, he doesn't mean a straight razor.
No one. He did not use one of these razors
Yeah,
that
you use one of
snaps
these?
out.
I don't even
Like
know.
an
Oh,
old
you use
west.
the
like a
shaving
Gangs
razor.
of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Razor? No, I use like a razor you buy at CVS.
Well,
Yeah.
I like that. No, and never
Like
a
the
call for
butcher.
clarification. A straight razor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, a Gangs of New York? No. Yeah, that's what a
Straight razor is. Yeah, that's not.
I've also never seen Gangs of New York, but you get what I mean.
But I know exactly what you're talking
Sure.
about.
All right. And yeah, it burned so much that Connor and I were in the car, and I had to roll down the window, and he couldn't look over, and I had to have my balls out so the cool air could hit the.
Yeah, I've done that.
Definitely a crime. Just your dick and balls out the window.
Some kid is ruined because
Yeah,
of
you
that.
don't want Connor to look, but just whoever is on the roads.
Hey, sorry.
Hey, price of doing business.
Yeah.
If it's too
Well,
loud, you're too old.
He was driving. You know,
Sure.
that's a hazard.
So go ahead.
What was the
Venture
thing?
your-
Oh, the bicycle kid.
Yeah.
The bicycle kid.
Doesn't even have the movie, the word
Oh,
break.
break.
The movie is Breaking Away. You guys ever
Oh,
seen Breaking
yeah,
Away?
no,
never.
You gotta see it.
Really?
You're gonna love it.
No one saw it.
Uh,
What year was it made? 94?
No,
83.
In the 80s.
I
Fantastic
watched-
movie. Watch it today. Everyone, if you've never seen Breaking Away, it's fantastic.
Yeah, you know what I watched 2 days ago?
What?
E.T.
Yeah, it's the best movie
I love
ever.
E.T..
Yeah, it's the best movie ever.
It's so good.
That's my whole life is based on that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Your whole life.
Elliot is who I wanted to be when I was a kid. I'm still that kid.
Yeah, man, it's so good.
He's got a great heart.
Yeah.
You're E.T.
It
I'm
holds
Elliot.
up too. Like it really does.
How many times have I saved you from a river because you turned all white? And we got to put you in a little
3.
tank.
So that's what was happening. The river. That was the one part of the movie I like zoned out for a second, and then I got back.
No, because they separated him and Elliot.
Oh,
Because their friendship
that
was so
makes
strong,
sense.
I think.
That makes sense, man.
All
right, go
you
ahead.
might get dizzy doing this. You'll
Blank.
also need some cardboard.
Blank.
Go
Buzz.
ahead.
What?
Buzz.
Oh, this is easy.
I one time took breakdancing classes for with my friends Jose. We all did breakdancing for like a year.
All right.
And I'm gonna go with radio flyer. Final answer.
No, you.
Radio
come on.
flyer.
I know you know the answer because I see what you're doing to me.
I got it. Okay.
No, see,
One time I was
the
at.
day
Can I
that,
tell you
that
this?
people aren't trying to
Yeah.
win these quizzes, they're no longer quizzes.
Yeah, all right. Well, can I just tell you the answer because I know the answer. And
Okay,
I'll finally
buzz
get a
in.
point. All right. When I was a sophomore year,
Yeah.
this was like a big thing for
Yeah.
me. I liked, I thought Lindsey Brown was so cute all through middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So I finally asked her. And we went together to the snowball dance,
Mm-hmm.
and we're
There's no
going. Yeah, we went to the snowball dance with Lindsey Brown.
Yeah.
And we're going, and then all of a sudden I was like, my legs are tired. I got to take a break from all this dancing. So I took a break from the dancing. Blue chips.
God damn it! You fucking. You think I don't know what this is? You know the answer. You both
All right,
know
I'm
the
sorry.
answer.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
This feels like
I'll be
yeah.
serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Buzz.
Okay.
One
Don't
time.
fuck, but don't fuck around.
I'm not gonna fuck around.
Because I make these for you guys to try and win.
And I love them, and I'm trying
is a
my hardest
movie?
to win scores.
No, God, you. Go ahead.
Because we both guessed movies.
Fuck you.
All right.
Blue chips. Jesus, that's disgusting.
One time,
Stop it.
No, I can't. It's my body.
my school had a charity going because we were running out. Anthony remembers this.
Yes,
We
I
needed to
was
get
there.
new bicycles for the freshmen, and they had no money. And so they said, well, how are we going to keep this
None
going?
of the freshmen had money.
No, none of us had jobs.
So they said, all right, how we're going to do is a dance competition. Everyone dance and dance and dance. And if you stop dancing, they're going to unplug this child has cancer. They're going to unplug it. And he'll die.
I remember him, Meepy.
And Neepy. Remember
Neepy
Neepy? Yeah.
charity,
and,
really?
Yeah, and they said,
Questionable charity. I don't know.
well, that's the thing. They say either you get the bikes or Neepy dies.
Yeah. And
So
Neepy
it's all
would
win or all
look at you
lose.
in a way that you would just be like, don't look at me, Neepy.
He said,
Sure,
let me
okay.
die.
Yeah, yes, he
Let
would.
me
Watery
die.
eyes, a red forehead.
And so it would be going on, and we're dancing into the break of night. And we're almost at our limit. And Neepy says, you must break that dance and let me die. Let me die. And we did. We broke dance.
Yeah.
He died. And I think it's for the better. What were we talking about?
What was your answer?
You should have
I
seen
don't even remember the question.
Neepy's face when we finally allowed him to pass into the next world. I've never seen such joy on a person's mouth.
Never.
A smile.
I've never been angrier.
And he would let all the girls kiss him.
No,
Yes,
he
one by
didn't.
one. You next. Kiss me next.
I never make a quiz again because this is our listeners are at home. They want people to take a fucking quiz seriously.
You know what, though?
It's a contest. It's a competition, and to spit in my face the way you both are is make a kissy noise. Sure. Why not just put another straw in the camel's back after it's been broken? Because that's how you're behaving to me.
Okay,
To
we'll
me.
skip this. We'll move to the next question because
What
I
do you
feel
mean we
terrible.
move to the next question? You fucking answer
was
is
too
break
hard.
dance.
This was too hard.
Yeah, it
you
was
both
too
said
hard.
break dance 155
Too
times.
hard.
This was too
Oh,
hard.
fuck you. No more quizzes. No more quizzes.
Oh,
None.
okay.
Well,
on.
yeah, go ahead with your quiz. You got a quiz?
Oh, he
you
has
talked
one.
so much about it. I got 4 more
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, yeah.
You think I didn't sit in my car making up these questions? I got to think up goddamn words that have break in them. There's only about 6 words.
Really?
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Break dance.
Breakdancing. Breakdancing.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
He didn't buzz in, so he doesn't get a
Yeah,
point.
that's true. breakfast, breakdancing, car break. I'm going to take a break from like my job or whatever.
Oh yeah, that would work great. Just use the word break.
Half break. Broken leg.
No,
Breaking
break's
leg.
not in it. It would have to be breaking leg, but that's
Yeah.
not
Breaking
one
Bad.
of the answers.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
I should have put
Point
Breaking
Break.
Bad in there. But
Point Break.
Go ahead and cancel question 6.
The big one.
Go ahead and cancel the goddamn Final
All right,
Jeopardy.
why don't we do one more? Why
No,
don't we do
it's-
one
yeah,
more for the big championship?
No, you had to sing the Kit Kat song, okay? But I asked in a more fucking riddle-like way. Fucking
in a more riddle-like way.
you fucking.
I also want to add
Degenerates.
that there's a very good chance
What
that
also do you want to do?
That this is not recorded?
no one can hear anything. we're
Well,
saying.
they've
Oh.
never heard any of them before.
Yeah, they don't mind. People still like it no matter what.
I do have a quiz though, and I'll ask it if anyone wants.
Oh, okay. You do yours, and I'll do mine.
I don't want.
You don't want?
No, because I've been disrespected, disregarded, and disenfranchised.
This is
Let me say, I loved the quiz. I had a great time. having
Yeah.
it. I think the guests did too. The guests at home.
They're guests now.
They're all our
I
guests.
do like that. No, you're
I
not.
like that idea.
They're our guests.
Yeah, they're our guests.
Do you
not
want to
our
know,
audience.
before Greg gets into his quiz, and
Yeah.
this is what I call a little stall to give him time to think or whatever he's,
Oh wow!
It's not a quiz. It's philosophy corner.
Yeah, that's interesting. That sounds
Philosophy
worse.
corner.
You want to know a heartbreaking, touching
Yeah,
Yeah?
thing? So
Uh-huh.
Mr. Rogers, right? One time,
Yes.
Oh, my favorite.
the neighborhood guy.
yeah, of course, the best. Fred Rogers, nicest. The
Okay.
man cared about children above all.
Really?
One time, a blind girl
Uh huh.
wrote in and she was worried about the fishes because she couldn't see and she would listen every day. And he would feed his fish every day, you
Right.
know? But like once at the beginning, he said he was feeding his fish, and then when he would feed his fish after that, he wouldn't really say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Blind girl wrote in and she was so worried about the fish. Every single episode ever after that, he would say out loud, "And now I'm feeding my fish." For that blind girl
Wow.
who wrote in because she was worried about the fish, so he'd say it out loud because he knew she was watching and that's what she wanted. Guy's a fucking hero.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, he's the best
Did-
man that's ever lived.
So, but he never had a fish.
I don't know.
What?
He never had a fish.
No, there was a fish. He was feeding a fucking fish, but she
Oh.
couldn't see it.
There were actual fish.
Yes, and he was
I
feeding
thought,
them.
Oh, but still, that's incredible. I thought he was just saying that as like
You thought the touching thing that he did was to trick a blind girl.
no, not trick, but to just as like an homage to her.
No, it was
you know how
that
some people would go.
No, it was that he would feed the fish, but he wouldn't say anything about it.
Oh,
So the
I
kids who
see.
could see would see that he was
Right.
feeding the fish. The blind girl
So he
didn't
would
know he was feeding
clarify
the
that
fish,
he
so
was
he would
feeding the fish.
clarify
That's very
for
nice of
her.
him.
Yeah.
You
But the
know,
fish had died years ago.
Well, now it's dead. Yeah, sure.
That guy always got a bad rap for pedophilia.
No,
but
he
he
didn't.
never did it.
No, he didn't get a bad rap for that.
Who?
There's never been a single.
I always heard rumors.
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
Never.
No. Don't you? I will
That's
never.
the thing.
I
Why
will
is he
never
Yeah,
hold.
never.
No.
I feel like I
He's
heard
the
rumors
greatest.
about that.
No.
He's just a man that fucking cared about children his whole life.
I'm
Yep.
not saying he's not. I'm on his side.
Yeah, but you don't start little.
Would you be mine? Don't you ever
Don't you
take
ever.
arms against Fred
I'm not
Rogers
taking arms
in this
against
fucking
him, man.
podcast? I
That's how
will.
rumors get started, man.
Yeah.
I heard the rumor, and I would say, no, I don't think so.
No. The only was one rumor. People thought that he is a Air Force like killer, SEAL,
Yeah,
Navy
and he
SEAL.
wasn't.
That's
That
what
was-
it is.
that was-
Sniper.
That's what the
No,
rumor is.
that-
Oh,
that
so
wasn't
that's
true.
what it is. So go ahead and just throw out pedophilia. You know?
No,
No.
because he worked with kids. So I think that's where my mind went. The sniper, he was like a killer.
But he wasn't.
But
He
wasn't.
wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
No, and he's
I
a
never
fucking
saw
saint.
the show.
Yeah, he's.
That's why you are the way you
That's
are.
why you are the way
You've
you are.
no moral
You've
standings.
never been shown love by Fred Rogers.
Well, I'm glad that he had such a great influence on you guys.
Daniel Tiger is big now for little kids.
Yeah.
Who's
of course.
Daniel Tiger?
He
One of
was
the
on the show, and now
seminal
he's there for little
characters.
children's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
A trolley. I always wanted a trolley.
Yeah.
It'll take me to another town, another place, another life.
He
Get away
showed
from
children that you could, you didn't need violence. You didn't need anger. You could exist. First of all, he said it was okay to have feelings.
Oh,
It's
it
okay
was.
to be upset.
No, that's
It's
cool.
okay to be sad, but it's how you react to those feelings that count. And then he said, it's okay to imagine, to dream.
Wow, you guys were really taking it back with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Look him up. Google some of his.
What, maybe I'd have like a special channel to watch it.
Yeah, PBS,
just
motherfucker.
PBS, just the freest channel there is.
Yeah, he did it on a free channel. Let me also say this. He showed me the use of having play shoes and work shoes. Yeah, you go home, you got some work shoes on, you come in, you change them, you put on some
change
play
them out.
shoes.
Oh, right. He would change his clothes.
You don't know. You didn't watch.
You didn't
No,
watch.
but I'm familiar with what he did. He'd change his clothes and he put on a sweater, right?
Yeah, I put on his house clothes.
Yeah.
To show that he was home.
Can we get to philosophy corner already? Because this upsets me.
I mean, you're the one who's got to get it ready. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm into it. You want a jingle or what do you need?
I need a jingle.
Okay. When you feel low and you need Greg to teach you philosophy, come down to Chronopolis town where all the children live. They've got glass eyes and noses made of candy for you to lick and enjoy. But that's not all that's being offered. Also, there is learning, yes, he was in a sword fight, but that was long ago. And as we sit here today, I will tell you that tale. He was approached by a man on the road, a man with no legs. The man with no legs looked at him and said, "Pardon me, sir, but sky, I need." And in conclusion, this is Greg's Philosophy Corner.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Greg's Philosophy Corner. And today we'll be discussing history. And a lot of people will say the argument, don't say that. You'll be on the wrong side of history. And I say history is told by the victor. So do whatever mean shit you want to do, as long as you follow it all the way through and win.
Today you met a man who knows all there is. His name is Greg, and you were in his Philosophy Corner.
Is the Philosophy Corner...
No, it's over. That was the ending jingle. You should have got your question in while we were in the corner.
Well, that's what I mean. Is it... I didn't want to be rude to the corner. Is it a discussion corner, or is it just for you to bring up an interesting thing you were thinking about, and then we get out of it?
Well, the corner is only for me to talk, but Philosophy Lane is where we can have discussions.
Oh, great.
And you happen to be right in the middle of Philosophy Lane.
So now I'm in Philosophy Lane.
Yep.
And that doesn't get its own song.
Hang on, he's got to get the song going, I think.
Hello, gather round. It's time for
Julia.
a treat. A Philosophy Lane begins now.
All right, go ahead.
And that's been Philosophy Lane for today.
So,
Well,
I,
no, it's
I had like no time.
He didn't really give you any time.
Yeah, Philosophy Lane, you got to tell your song, man. I got to get a little bit of time.
well. They say the producer's like, no dead air, no dead air. If there's nothing happening in the lane, he tells me close it.
So now do you have another segment that we could go to where I maybe have a little bit of time?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd like to just talk again. I'm getting so hot. I think I might be sick
You're
again.
still hot?
Yeah, are you hot?
No,
man.
you're sick,
Yeah,
man.
I think you're sick, dude. Sorry.
Sweating through my shirt.
There's only one cure
Huh?
for that kind of sick.
What?
It's an age-old secret.
Yeah? Like about 8 minutes left.
Never mind.
So we'll wait till that.
Hard out.
Oh, classic. Or
Yeah.
no. Well, I like to patter it off until we really are at energy.
Oh, yeah. What about... Didn't I have a segment or something?
You did. You're the one who would know the answer to that.
I would highly doubt that you did, but
All right.
yeah, you have time for one, certainly.
I thought I had some kind of quiz. Did I have a quiz? What was I saying I had?
You claim to have a quiz.
I do have a quiz. Who was the better lover? Mitch McConnell or Steven Spielberg?
Steven Spielberg.
What do you say?
Same.
Oh.
I love you think that I'm going to do a hard out. I trick you like I'm going to do a hard out, and then I leave you to burn.
No, that's fine.
Like a witch on a stake or a Mitch.
No, it's Steven Spielberg. He's the better lover. He made more movies.
What do you
Who's
mean,
the
no?
best
That's
director?
What we both said. No, don't. Well, you just continue on like he's right. He says, no, you're wrong. You said Steven Spielberg.
Yeah,
And he's saying you're incorrect.
that's his opinion.
No, Steven Spielberg is the one. He's
That's
better.
what Greg said.
Oh, then Greg won.
I have a question here. What's your favorite movie director of all time? Serious question.
Well, I do. I think maybe the Coen brothers.
Yeah, they are great.
Me too. Maybe Steven Spielberg. I never thought about though.
Yeah, I also like Scorsese.
What did he do?
Gangs of New York.
Batman.
Gangs of New
Never
York, Goodfellas, Casino,
Departed.
That's Steven Soderbergh.
Steven Sondheim?
No,
Oh,
Soderbergh.
there was a guy named Soderbergh. I don't know. He probably did.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. I think he did something recently.
Who did Baby Boomers? Baby Boom.
Oh, that's a good question. Who did Three Men and a Little Baby?
I think that was Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson just directed and did not star in Three Men and a Little Baby.
Yeah, he didn't want anyone to know about it. So he did a surname.
Steven
You know how,
Soderbergh.
like Mark Twain did Patch Adams or whatever.
No.
Samuel Clemens is Mark Twain. That's what I mean.
Samuel Clemens.
Well, interesting that that's what you meant,
had a
but you
horse.
started with Patch Adams.
He had
You know what I mean? Who do I like? I like Paul Thomas Anderson. I think that guy's great.
Oh, he's great.
Steven Soderbergh, director of Ocean's 11.
He is
yeah,
great.
that's a fun movie.
All those fun movies.
What else did he do? Traffic.
He's good.
What did you say? 3 Men and a Baby?
Yeah, who directed Three Men and a Baby?
Let me look. 3 Men and a Baby. Tom Selleck was in it.
Well, yeah, everyone knows
He plays
that.
an architect.
You'll never guess this in a million years.
I said Jack
I
Nicholson.
got a new quiz. You guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is a real quiz. We're going
All
to
right,
figure
Alan.
out who directed. You can ask me any question.
Any question.
Okay,
It is definitely someone you know.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
But someone I know, like a personal friend or someone I know.
Yes,
the
a personal
person-
friend, someone we went to high school with. No, of course not.
You really had me on the line.
Okay,
there.
so
I
let me
really
ask
thought-
you this.
You were
Yeah.
serious.
Would we know him as a director?
No.
Oh, so would we know him as an actor?
Yes. I'm only going to answer yes or no.
Is he an actor in the movie?
No, to my best of my knowledge.
Right.
We know him as an actor,
Wow.
not a director.
Yes.
And it's not Jack Nicholson, because
No.
I kind of just said that.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
this is crazy.
Yes.
Is he still acting?
No.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Ooh, did he recently die?
Yes.
Carrie Fisher.
Carl Reiner.
No. But close.
What is it? Carl Reiner?
No.
What? Oh.
Was he in movies that were not at all like Three Men and a Little Baby?
Yes.
Action movies.
Yes.
3 Men and a Little Baby. I like that. That would be the name of it.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds?
No.
He's alive.
He's
maybe.
yeah. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I'll say you were closest with Carrie Fisher.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, so
who
it's a
else
girl.
was in Star Wars?
Not
no,
a
he
girl.
said it's a man.
Oh.
Who else was in Star Wars that's dead?
Don't get too excited about Star Wars.
Okay, what?
Uh,
So it's a sci-fi movie.
Yes.
Who is a big
Ridley
sci-fi
Scott.
guy?
No.
A sci-fi movie actor that's dead.
Yes.
What other sci-fi movie? I don't know any sci-fi movies.
The other
Star
ones.
Trek?
Yes.
Oh,
Spock?
Yes.
Oh, what's his
Leonard
name?
fucking
Leonard
Nimoy
Nimoy.
directed
Really?
3 Men and a Baby.
Wow.
That's
Who the fuck let him do
crazy.
that?
That
That's
is
nuts.
insane.
Who let him do that? You can't just do whatever you want.
He did a great job.
yeah, he did a
He
great
did a
job.
great
man. That movie's
job.
great.
That's unexpected and thrilling.
Yeah.
Thrilling. That really took me for a spin.
Wow.
That's
I
crazy.
couldn't believe that
We
when I
should
saw
do
that.
more
Is
stuff.
it the same Leonard Nimoy though?
What do you mean, like alternate universe Leonard Nimoy?
No, I mean, is it a different? There could be another guy named Leonard Nimoy.
You
No,
can't just be named
Zach
Leonard
would be
Nimoy
furious.
and then say, well, I'm just going to go ahead in this business as Leonard Nimoy.
I don't know, man. People have done that before.
Well, like Quincy
Who?
Jones, comedian right now, is doing it.
Sure. All right, there you go.
No, he's got enough. Yeah.
That guy's got enough.
Pull
on his
back,
plate.
pull back.
Yeah.
Pull back.
Man, it's
I
good
guess
to be
that's
back.
it then.
But it is good to be back.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.